Hello and welcome. I am Scrubberlock and this is Planet Zoo. We are continuing with our career mode today. We are in Maple Leaf Wildlife Park where we have earned the bronze and silver stars and now we are looking to get to the gold star. And there's my little avatar there waiting for the world to start spinning. We can also spin it ourselves. So we're going to resume our career mode. We've got to get 2 more habitat and 2 more exhibit species, but I also want to see if I can pretty up the zoo a little bit and do some nice things, because it won't be hard at all to get the exhibits we need. One thing I realized before, and I think I still have to work on this, is I messed up the work zone. Where's staff? Work zones. And the plateau zone. I did not include that guy, so now he's included. So that's good. And then we're going to look at the exhibit zone, and we need to make sure that we have included all of this stuff in the exhibit zone. There we go. And then I'm going to create a new work zone that's going to be the gate zone, and that is where the gate is, and we're going to put everything else in the gate zone, all in here, so that okay, so everything is zoned. That looks good. Alright, and so now we're going to go into the staff and we're going to assign these guys to the gate zone who don't have any work zones. Security guard, I'm not going to give a work zone. He's just going to rove. I'm not going to give the vendors a work zone. And I think I'm not going to give... Well, maybe... Well, let's assign 1 vet to each zone. There we go. Tickets are underpriced. Well, we can raise them again. $10 and $7. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look. The guests are still not happy about education. Thirst and hunger are an issue, so we definitely need to get that going, and I also want to get the other 2 exhibits. So let's go ahead and... I already did this. Go away. Let's go ahead and create our last 2 exhibits, which are going to be on the other side here. So let's go ahead and put them in. Small animal exhibits. So we'll create one over here. Can we take off angle snap so that we can make this a little nicer? Here we go. So we've got that one there. And we're going to create another one right there. I'm going to have to move the benches. Let's move that bench over to there. And so we've got our exhibits pretty well designed here. I think we need to move this over a little bit. Let's take off... Can we reduce the grid size? Trying to get this to be a little more lined up. I don't think that's going to work. Let's just leave it the way it was. It's okay. Let's leave it the way it was. It's alright. So, do they have energy is the question. Let's make sure they do. That looks good. Alright. And so, now we are going to need to get some education. So let's go back to facilities and look at education. And we can create an education block here. Nope. There we go. And one here. There we go. So that looks pretty good. All right, so that will be education for when we have our new exhibit animals. And I think so we need to add our these guys to this work zone, the exhibit zone. Let's add them. All right, that looks good. And a peafowl's about to have a baby. Is she going to lay an egg? She should, but I don't know. Oh, and one of the things I realized I didn't do, and that was really boneheaded of me, is I didn't look at the plants, but it looks like they're okay, actually. They don't like this Douglas fir, and they want temperate grassland and tropical plants. So let's go nature. This will be Asian. So Asia, and the biome will be temperate. Or let's do grassland and see what we've got. Okay. I think we need to pretty this up a little bit. So over here where the benches are, let's put a few of these. And then over back against the gate we can put some more. There we go. That's looking a little bit less depressing, and we can hide the little heater vent over there as well. And they should be pretty happy with that. There we go. So that's looking a little bit better. It's not just sort of completely bare. So they should be reasonably happy. Are these babies? Look at that little chicks. Excellent. Oh, that's very cute. I love it. So we need some enrichment. Let's see how our research is going. Oh, and just as I say it, our vet research on the forest scorpion. Let's cancel that, and let's go ahead and have this vet researching the peafowl, so we can give it more enrichment. Meanwhile, we go over to the forest scorpion. This is going to be the forest scorpion exhibit. I keep forgetting to name these things. We haven't got any new layout with them. That's all right. And this is the Boa Constrictor exhibit. And there we go. Have I named this thing? Yes, I did. Okay, good. So make sure I've named everything. Oh, I have not named this one. This will be Timber Wolf Alley. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. These guys actually, their habitat's looking a little depressing too. Let's see, can we give them some plants in here? We can certainly get the coverage. This is Taiga Tundra. Let's go ahead and come into nature here. And we're doing North America, Europe, and Asia. So let's do North America. And biome, let's start with tundra and see what we've got. These are going to mostly be small plants because tundra are dwarf plants. But we can put a little of these in here as well. So we already have a few, but I feel like this is kind of depressing in here, and we need to put a little bit. Got some of these things. It's not looking too bad. There we go. Let's move this up. These are kind of little rocks. This way it sort of looks a little nicer. Move this up. There we go. I think that's looking a little bit nicer. Just to give them a little something in their habitat. And a lemur is about to have a baby. That's great. Very cool. Are these people liking the lemurs? Where can I get a drink? Right, so we need to give them some more food. So we have food down here. We could stand to use some food up here. There aren't a lot of places here where we could put food. So I think we may actually add to the food down here. So we have restrooms over here. So let's go ahead and add some food over here, and then they can walk over here to get it. So we'll go and find paths, and we'll use the same path that we've been using here. And we will widen this out a little bit. this way. And maybe loop it around. I'm not trying to make really straight paths in this particular session. I think if I were doing like a sandbox park, I probably would try to be a little more grid-like. So facilities. So let's go ahead and put in some guest facilities. We're going to put in an ATM. Well, let's put in first a chief beef. We'll put the chief beef, let's say, over here. I feel like here is pretty good. So we're gonna put like the chief beef on one side, maybe facing the back. I think we can do that. Chief beef over here. And then we're gonna put the gulpy soda, maybe like, why are we not rotating? Why is it not rotating? That's really weird. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, it doesn't want to rotate for some reason now. There we go, because it's trying to make it a group. Gulpy soda. And then next to the restroom, we will put the information booth. Like that. There we go. And then we're going to put an ATM in between them. And then we're going to merchandise. Loony balloons. Maybe we should add them over here. Because I don't think we've got a merchandise section yet, so let's add that. Loony balloons. There we go. So we're spending a little bit of money on services, but I think services are important. Let's get some trash bins in here, and again, we're going to color them red. And again, if anybody knows how to like make it permanent, you know, for the scenario, let me know. Because I would love to make it permanent, the color. Alright, there we go. And that should provide them with some extra ways to get sustenance. And now in terms of benches, let's put some benches over here. And put some benches over here. And then we're going to go to nature. And we're going to get rid of the tundra. We're going to say North America. We'll go North American taiga. And let's see if we can find some trees here that we can put down. And we can maybe line the path with bushes. There we go. That looks nice. There we go. That's looking better. That looks pretty cool. Like that. There we go. Some flowers. Maybe a slightly different bush over here just to give it some variety. We don't want Christmas trees. No, no. No, no, Christmas trees. There we go. I think that's looking pretty nice. What do you think, guys? It looks pretty good. No, that's too big. That's too big. That's too big. No, no, I don't want those to be favorites. There we go. Alright, I'll buy that. Not bad. Starting to look very pretty, and people are coming over to get services. Look at that. It's a huge line. And that should bring them to the exhibits as well. And then what we're going to do is maybe put some education here. So maybe on either side of this path, So we go back to facilities, education. So let's go ahead and put one here and one here. Oh, yep, that's good. And then we're going to go, what have we not done yet? We have done climate change, and we have not done land sharing. There we go. So we have some of that. That looks pretty cool. I like it. Now, is everything powered? Let's make sure. Yep, it's all powered. Excellent. And so what do we got? Timber Alley. The habitat has damaged barriers. Let's call the mechanic. And let's go ahead in staff. Oh, and we got some research. Our peafowl research is done. Let's pull off the peafowl and research. Let's see, what do we need researching on? Let's research the lemur. Meanwhile, in staff, let's hire another mechanic. Let's hire actually 2 more mechanics just to make sure everything is going okay. And we are going to lower his wages and give him the gate zone. And then this mechanic is just going to be roving, I think. Dangerous animal has escaped. Call the vet. And the vet should come get him. Research, mechanic research complete. Excellent. Shelters and climbing. So that's good. Maybe that'll provide us with some more climbing stuff for our lemurs. Could we stop giving me the same alert? Looks like the vet caught the animal. So there we go. So let's go to the lemurs and see, can we put up anything new? Ah, so we do have some more climbing. Oh, that's huge. Some more climbing things here for the lemurs. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that'll be fun for them. So let's put this in here and give them a little, so they can climb around the tree. And that should increase their enrichment a little bit. No? I guess not. But they have some climbing. They should like that. And we're doing research for them. Alright guys, so one of the things I wanted to do was kind of shield this area. And I was going to build a building, but I think what I'm going to do is actually use like trees and stuff to block the staff area from view. I think that looks pretty good. We could put some flowers down here. Looking nice, looking very good. We're making money. So let's get some exhibit species. We have boa constrictors. Let's see. We could do some spiders. Spiders have a lot of appeal. So let's go ahead and do the Brazilian spider. That's weird. I thought there were more than that. Maybe the pink tarantula. There we go. Alright, so let's see. We can get a really nice one. Now, how long do these guys live? They live 12 years. Okay, and he's pretty young. Whoops, exhibit trading. He's pretty young, this guy, Eduardo. So let's go ahead and get him. We've got conservation credits, so let's go ahead and adopt him. And let's see, let's look for a female now. Whoops, females. And she's 1.4 years old. She's pretty good too. Let's adopt her. And I think if we look at the Zoopedia, they're happy with just 2 of them. 1 to 6. Yep, so that looks good. So let's go ahead and ship them in. Select. And whoops, I screwed that up. Let's try again. Select. Send to zoo. Bam. Tickets are underpriced. Alright, well, we'll make it $12 and $8. Alright, so we now have these spiders. So we can add education about the spiders. The Brazilian pink tarantula. And now we have 3 of the 4 exhibit species we need. See what we can do for them. Let's make sure their habitat is right. They're actually in exactly the right zone. They're fine. We can't do anything with their layout. Let's close all but window 1. Let's just close those two actually. And we'll give them a 3D facade on one and a 2D facade on the other, just for some variety. And that looks pretty darn good, guys. I like it. And let's see what else we can get for the exhibits. We have spiders, we have... Oh, I don't think we have any toads, do we? Or a frog. Oh, the Goliath frog. Those are pretty cool. So let's see if we can get... Can we get a mated pair? It looks like there are only females available. Oh, giant tiger land snails. These are cool, but again, only females available. We have scorpions already. We have snakes. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Gila monster. Only females. I'd like to get a mated pair if I can. Or mate a pair. Giant land snails, only females. Goliath frog. We don't have any males, huh? Alright, well, let's get a nice female. At least for now. And we check in the Zoopedia. They're okay at 1 to 2, so we can just put one in there and they'll be fine. So let's find a good one. Nice longevity and fertility. Let's go ahead and adopt that one. And send it to the zoo. And we've now completed our number of exhibit animals that we want. So let's see, what are we doing for temperature? We need the temperature to be around 80. There we go. And the humidity needs to be around 80 as well. And that should make us happy. We don't have any enrichment. We can close a couple of the windows. Let's close these two and give them a facade. And then education. Whoops. There we go. So let's see. There's not a lot to do here. The temperature looks just right. I really need toilet block 4. Okay, so this is the Tarantula exhibit. And this is the toad exhibit. Right? That's what this is a toad. Goliath frog, sorry. Frog exhibit. Alright, so one of the other things I want to do, because we're making money, in the staff area here, is I wanted to create another research hut. Another research center. And what I want to do with this, and let's make sure that this negative impact isn't too bad, but what I want to do with this actually is get another vet. Hire another vet. Give this vet this area, which is the exhibit area. Right? And then have this animal mainly conduct, or have this vet be one of the ones that can conduct research. So let's go ahead and in our zoo research, so this is Saria Dickerson. So let's have her be our exhibit researcher. And we're going to research the Goliath frog. Meanwhile, we have another vet research done. This is the Ringtailed Lemur. I think we're going to keep researching the Ringtailed Lemur with the other research hut. So we have 2 research huts that can be used. Meanwhile, in this habitat, we can go for enrichment of the Ringtailed Lemur. I wish you could have it only show you your species. Ah, so here's some food enrichment. Let's put this over here so that brings them this way. And we have a sprinkler already. And we have this block of ice, I think, already, don't we? I think so. Do we not? Maybe not. I thought we already had this. Maybe not. Alright, well let's put this over here so they come to the door a little bit. And if we take a look at the lemurs, where are they? They're so cute. I'm a big fan of lemurs. They're really neat little primates. They're looking much happier with their enrichment. We have their food enrichment done. We still need more for the other type of enrichment. So we're going to keep doing research. That is looking good, guys. I think this is looking pretty awesome. We've got our baby buffalo in here. The buffaloes need some enrichment, so we're going to have to keep doing research on them. Let's save the game. Alright, so I do want to do some more beautification. Let's try finishing up this area, and then we will go for gold in the next episode. I know this is sort of taking a while, but I want to enjoy the game and not try to like sort of rush my way through it. So, no, that's too big. No, that's too big. I don't want that. Let's see. Bushes, here we go. Just sort of adding a little more foliage, and now we can put some trees back here. I don't know if the guests actually give a darn about this. In Roller Coaster Tycoon, they loved decorations and always were happy to see them, and it always made them like the park more. But I don't know if they feel that way in Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster. If anyone knows, feel free to explain it to me, how it works. I feel like having some flowers is nice. There we go. And maybe some individual ones here to clean it up. And let's see, how about some more trees? So I don't know if like the guests think this makes the park pretty or what. I have no idea. They used to, as I say, in Roller Coaster Tycoon. So this is, I enjoy doing this and sort of decorating. You know, kind of giving it and making the different sides a little bit different. White on this side, pink on that side. It's a shame the soda is so busy having fun. What a beautiful place. So I guess they do kind of like it, right? Because they think it's pretty, right? And the idea is that this is starting to look a little nice here, right? We've got our exhibits and people are walking through and hopefully enjoying. And so I think we're doing really well here, guys. We have almost 1,000 guests. They're still not so great on hunger and thirst. And I think really what's killing me is up here, and there really isn't anywhere to put anything unless I put it all the way up. So it may be that we should put another habitat up here. And then near the habitat we can put some guest facilities. We could do that. I mean, theoretically, I guess I could also put them along the roadway here, but I just feel like that's really kind of lame. Why would you design it that way logically? I think things are looking really nice. I'm pretty happy with the way this is working out. We could also make another habitat up here and put some guest facilities up here as well. But I'm pretty happy with it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this build so far. We're very close to gold. All we have to do now is get 2 more habitats done, and what I may do is do some habitat building and some beautification off screen, and when I bring you back we can, at least with 1 habitat, we'll have it ready to go. I think this is looking really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I might line this with some trees and bushes. off screen and put some trees and bushes in here as well to make it prettier. But we'll do that off screen, and then when I come back, we'll work on the last 2 habitats. Until next time, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been Planet Zoo.